In the heart of the small town of Ravenwood stood the old and storied library, its grand architecture a testament to a bygone era. It was a place of quiet reverence, a sanctuary of knowledge and solace for the townspeople. But beneath its serene facade lurked a sinister secret, one that had long been whispered about in hushed tones. The library was haunted. Rumors of ghostly apparitions and eerie phenomena had plagued the building for decades, but it was the whispers that sent chills down the spines of those who dared to visit after dark. The whispers were said to be the voices of restless spirits trapped within the walls, seeking to communicate with the living through the books that lined the shelves. Among the townsfolk, there was one woman who was particularly intrigued by the mystery of the library, Amelia Blackwood, a young and ambitious journalist who had recently moved to Ravenwood in search of a fresh start. Amelia was drawn to the library like a moth to a flame, her curiosity piqued by the tales of the ghostly whispers that echoed through its halls. One stormy night, as the rain lashed against the windows and the wind howled through the trees, Amelia decided to investigate the haunting of the library for herself. Armed with a notebook, a flashlight, and a fierce determination, she crossed the threshold of the imposing building and stepped into the dimly lit interior. The air was heavy with the scent of old books and dust, and the only sound was the soft patter of rain against the roof. Amelia made her way through the labyrinthine aisles, her heart pounding in her chest as she searched for any sign of the ghostly whispers that had captivated her imagination. As she wandered deeper into the library, Amelia began to hear a faint murmur in the distance, like the rustling of pages being turned by invisible hands. She followed the sound, her breath catching in her throat as she came upon a secluded corner of the library where a single book lay open on a table. Approaching cautiously, Amelia saw that the book was an ancient tome, its pages yellowed with age, and its leather cover worn and faded. Intrigued, she reached out a trembling hand and began to read the words inscribed on the brittle pages. But as she did, the whispers started to grow louder, swirling around her like a spectral symphony. The words on the page seemed to shimmer and dance, forming strange patterns and symbols that made Amelia's head spin with dizziness. Suddenly, a shadowy figure materialized before her, its form indistinct and ethereal. Amelia gasped in shock, her heart pounding in her chest as she realized she was face to face with one of the library's restless spirits. The ghostly figure beckoned to her, its translucent hand reaching out as if to make contact. Amelia hesitated for a moment, unsure of what to do, but something compelled her to reach back, to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. As their hands touched, a jolt of electricity shot through her, sending shivers down her spine. Images flashed before her eyes, fleeting glimpses of a past long forgotten, of secrets buried deep within the walls of the library. The ghostly figure spoke, its voice a whisper that echoed through the cavernous space. "Help us," it pleaded, its words tinged with desperation and longing. "Release us from this eternal torment." Amelia's heart ached with sympathy for the spirits trapped within the library, their souls unable to find peace in the afterlife. Determined to uncover the truth and set them free, she delved deeper into the mysteries that shrouded the building, following a trail of clues that led her to the darkest corners of the library. With each revelation, Amelia uncovered a new piece of the puzzle, piecing together the story of the spirits that haunted the library. She learned of a tragic love affair that had ended in betrayal and murder, of a curse that had bound the souls of the lovers to the building for eternity. As she drew closer to unraveling the mystery, the whispers grew more insistent, their voices rising to a crescendo of anguish and despair. The walls of the library seemed to tremble with the weight of the spirit's sorrow, their presence a palpable presence that tugged at Amelia's soul. In a moment of clarity, Amelia realized what she had to do to free the spirits from their eternal captivity. With a steady hand and a heart full of resolve, She gathered the scattered remnants of the lover's story, piecing them together like a jigsaw puzzle until the truth was laid bare. With a final incantation whispered into the stillness of the library, the curse was broken and the spirits were set free. A blinding light filled the room, washing away the shadows and carrying the souls of the lovers into the afterlife, where they could finally find peace. As the last echoes of the ghostly whispers faded into silence, Amelia stood alone in the library, her heart filled with a bittersweet sense of accomplishment. The haunting had been lifted, the spirits at rest, and the library was once again a place of solace and sanctuary for all who sought its embrace. And as she gazed out at the stormy night, the rain falling in gentle whispers against the windows, Amelia knew that she had found her purpose in Ravenwood, her destiny intertwined with the legacy of the haunted library. And though the ghosts were gone, their whispers would linger in her heart forever, a reminder of the mysteries that lay hidden within the pages of the past.